Hello, everybody. So let's get right to it. Welcome. So you get an order from the doctor, and the order is for dextrose 10% in water to run at 15 mLs per hour. So that's D10W at 15 mLs per hour. This is the same as dextrose 10% in water at a rate of 15 mLs per hour. Uh, you find out that you do not have D10 water in in store, so you'd have to make it from dextrose 50. That's 50% in sterile water, and QS it with sterile water. So how would you go about making it? So the first thing I do is I calculate the total volume that would be required in 24 hours. So normally they'll change the lines every 24 hours or the bags every 24 hours. And so the first thing I do is I calculate how much total volume would I need to make this, would I need to compound. So first is the total volume will be equals to, in 24 hours, it'll be the 15. If 15 mLs is every 1 hour, what about in 24 hours? So we cross multiply, and that'll be y times 1 hour is equals to 15 mLs times 24 hours. You divide both sides by 1 hour by 1 hour, so that we're left with y. The units cancel, and when you multiply 15 times 24, you'll get 360 mLs. The bags usually come, well, if it's 360 mLs, what I would do is we would round that up to 500 mLs. Normally the bags come in 50 ml, 50 ml, multiples of 50 ml. So 50, 100, some will have 150, and we normally have 50, 100, and then it jumps up to 250 and then 500. So that's what I would do. Then the second thing is I want to calculate how much dextrose 50 I will need to make D10, and how much QS of sterile water would we need to get to 500 ml. So let's take it one step at a time. So now what does D10? So D10W really means dextrose, like we had earlier, is 10 grams. So 10% means 10 grams in every 100 mLs of water. So what about in 500 mLs? Remember, we want to get this D10, want that concentration of 10% in 500 ml bag. So Y is equals to, so Y, what about Y in 500 ml? How many grams would we need to add to 500 mLs to get D10W or dextrose 10 in sterile water? So we cross multiply again, so that'll be y times 100 ml. So we're going back to basic algebra. And then 10 grams times 500 mLs. Divide both sides by 100 ml by 100 ml, so that we're left with y on this side. And then the units go, so we're left with, we need 50 grams. We need 50 grams, 500 mLs will be equivalent to 10% of dextrose. So then we ask ourselves, we get the D50. Now, D50 water is the same as dextrose 50 grams in 100 mLs. So in this case, we've already answered the question. So in fact, we need 50 grams, and D50 or D-dextrose, this stands for dextrose, 50% in water is equivalent to 50 grams, has 50 grams every 100 mLs. So we've already answered here. If we need 50 grams, then we will need 100 mLs of D50 to get 50 grams. Then the next step is to find out how much water do we need. So how much sterile water, so how much sterile water to make total 500 mLs. So the total volume is 500 mLs. The dextrose D50, maybe I should, dextrose 50 is 100 mLs. Remember this? So we subtract because we want to find out how much water. How much sterile? What about sterile water? So it'll be 400 mLs of sterile water. So to make D10, or rather dextrose 10% in sterile water, we will require dextrose 50% water, or D50 will require 100 mLs, so the deck will draw 100, and sterile water QS to 400, you need 400 mLs to get a total of 500 ml total volume. All right. So thank you so much for being with me up to the end of this calculation. Please subscribe. And if you've gotten to this point and you're not yet convinced to subscribe, I'm grateful for you for watching all the way to the end. And maybe hopefully over time, you'll be able to subscribe and join Farm Query. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.